Hello everyone, it's Nina and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one, and that is the Do I Have That Book challenge. I'll try and link all the original questions for this challenge in the description box down below if you're interested in participating yourself. I thought this would be a fun little video, different from some of the other more scripted videos that I usually do. We're going to be going through the bookshelf of all of my read books behind me and seeing how many of them will fit into different prompts. I also did grab a couple TBR books, which are on the very top of my bookshelf, that I think will fit some of the prompts, but I don't exactly remember which ones they go to. But with that intro out of the way, let's get into the video. So I have a list of the prompts on my phone, and the first one is to find a book with deckled edges. I actually don't have a lot of books with deckled edges, both because I don't really like them, and a lot of them I feel like mostly are found on older books. So only books I have been able to find in hardback secondhand usually end up coming with them. And I do have one of those such books, and that is Blood and Gold by Anne Rice. This is one of the books in Vampire Chronicles that follows Marius. And yes, this one has deckled edges on it. The second prompt is to find a book that has 3 or more people on the cover. And I think the only one that I have that has this is the second volume of Husky and Whitecat Season. The only reason I could remember this has more than 3 people, it actually has 4 people on the cover, is because I really like the design of this book in particular. But yes, it has the 3 disciples and then Chuaning in the background. Number 3, do you have a book based on another fictional story? The first one that's jumping out to me for this would be The Song of Achilles, because it is obviously based on the Iliad. And I think a lot of people know this, but the Iliad is like mostly myth. It's not actually based on an actual war that happened in Greek history. So I'm going to count this as mostly a fictional story and put it down for this prompt. Prompt number 4 is, do you have a book with a title that's 10 letters long? This, I might not be able to find. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let me look. I'm trying to think of all of the books I have in the other room as well. And I'm pretty sure I usually end up going for books that have shorter titles. I don't know if that's intentional or not. I'm going to look at my story graph really quick of all of my own books, just so I don't have to get up from here. Yeah, I'm looking through my list right now, and I'm pretty sure I don't have a book that has that long of a title. I think probably the longest one is going to be Husky and Whitecat Season, because that's 7 words long. So the answer is no, I don't have a book that has a title that is 10 letters long. Number 5 is, do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? And the book there that's immediately jumping out to me is Lyriel by Garth Nix, which obviously both starts and ends with the letter L. Next question also could double up for that, and that is, do you have a Mass Market Paperback book? But for the sake of difference, I will go with Sabriel by Garth Nix, which is the previous book in the series. Number 7, do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? I am like 99% sure that the author of The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, Mackenzie Lee, that Lee is not actually her last name. So I will count this book as being written under a pen name. Number 8, do you have a book with a character's name in the title? Now I feel silly grabbing Sabriel as the Mass Market Paperback one, because yes, this is also a character's name. And like before, I have The Song of Achilles, and obviously Achilles is a character in the story. And I also have Circe by Madeline Miller, but it's in the other room, and I don't know if I should go run and grab it right now. Number 9, do you have a book with 2 maps in it? I'm 99% sure that Six of Crows has 2 maps in it. It does. It has the general map of, like, the world, and then it has this, like, more schematic map of the Ice Court, which is where they go to do the heist. Number 10, do you have a book that has been turned into a TV show? For this one, obviously, I have to choose the iconic Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, which was turned into the hit Chinese drama, The Untamed. Such a good show, such a good series, and I love both of them so much. Number 11, do you have a book that was written by someone who was originally famous for something else? The easiest answer for this one is obviously going to be I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy, since it is a memoir by Jeanette McCurdy, who was an actress on a lot of different Nickelodeon shows. I don't really consider this my book because it was bought by my wife, but it's in my bookshelf, so I'm going to count it for this prompt. Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Let me look. Does the Starless Sea have a clock on the cover? No, it doesn't. I think that the Night Circus does. Let me go grab that. Yes, the Night Circus does indeed have a clock on the cover. Do you have a poetry book? I can answer this easily and say, no, I do not. I've never been a poetry fan, and I don't think I'm going to become one anytime soon. There's like 1 or 2 poems I do enjoy kind of sporadically, but never in any case where I would want to buy a full poetry collection. So the answer to that question is also a no. Do you have a book with a award stamp on it? I think... Oh, no, this one doesn't have it. I know there's an edition of Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue that has the Stonewall Award like logo on it, but apparently my version of the book does not have that. I thought my edition of Dune would maybe have something, but no. Haha, okay, yes. The Song of Achilles has the winner of the Orange Prize for Fiction award stamp on it. And actually, I'm pretty sure my copy of Circe also has like a shortlisted for the Women's Prize in Fiction type of logo on it. Number 15, do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? I'm gonna look really quick on the story graph because I'm pretty sure I do not. Yeah, I'm looking at my story graph and I only have 2 people that have the same last initial as me, and neither of them have the same first initial as me. So I'm gonna say that's a no for this question as well. Number 16, do you have a book of short stories? I do. I have Her Body and Other Parties by Carmen Maria Machado, but I don't currently have it on my shelves because I lent it to a friend. But I'm still going to count it because I do own that book. It's just not currently with me. Do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages long? Okay, we're gonna have to do some digging here. I'm pretty sure the first volume of Husky and Whitecat Season is like 490. So let me see how long the second one is. Okay, the second one is 479, so we need something a little bit longer. Starless Sea, how long are you? This one's 494. Okay, also very close. Let me look at Crooked Kingdom, because I think Six of Crows is in the 400s, but this one might be just long enough. Okay, this is 536, so slightly too long. Felicity's book is 442. I'm pretty sure that Adrian's book is in the 600s, so let me look at Gentleman's Guide. Oh my gosh, okay, 501 is how long this is after the last letter. So I'll use this for that prompt as being between 500 and 510. Number 18, do you have a book that was turned into a movie? I do know The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue is eventually going to be turned into a movie. It's still in the process of being developed. But I think for one that has a movie that is currently out, I'm going to go with The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I'm pretty sure this movie is not very well liked. It also has quite an interesting main actor, so that's probably one of the reasons why. Number 19, do you have a graphic novel? So I don't have any Western graphic novels anymore in my collection. I just find that I don't really enjoy them as much as manga. But I do have quite a few different manga on my shelves. So I'll just pick one at random and go with Boys Run the Riot by Keito Gaku. And the final question, number 20, is do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? The first one, since we're on the topic of manga, would be the Death Note short story collection, which is by Oba and Obata. But this is like written by one and illustrated by the other. I know a book in my head that I would use for this prompt, and that is What If It's Us by Adam Silvera and Becky Albertalli. I have read that book, but I don't actually own it. Oh, wait, I have these down here. The books in the Mist series are written by the Miller brothers with David Wingrove, so this technically has 3 authors in it. So with that last prompt, we are done with all of the questions in the challenge. I think I did pretty good. I think I only have 3 questions that I don't have an answer to, which is fine because they're not really necessarily things that you need to have in order to have a very diverse library. I think this was just like a fun way to look through my shelves and kind of give a spotlight to different books. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of video. I'm pretty sure there is a sequel to this challenge that maybe I'll do in like a couple months' time and see how much my bookshelves have changed. But that is going to be it for this video. Please consider liking this video and subscribing if you aren't already. Also consider following me on the story graph, and also consider following me on Instagram, which is linked in my main channel page. I've converted my Instagram into a Bookstagram, and I've been doing updated book reviews there pretty frequently, so I would love to have you guys over there if you're interested. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!